our daily show. Today we are going to be talking about global warming, a hot topic in today's society. However, here in New York, the weather has been the opposite of hot, with snow and blizzards sweeping through the city.
Reporting live from New York City. It is so cold I just saw a teenage boy with his pants pulled up. But in all seriousness, it is the coldest winter we've seen since 1822. Stay warm, New York.
All this snow and still cries over global warming.
Because a weekend of snow obviously shows that global warming is over, right? Just ignore the facts that polar ice caps are melting, sea levels rising, ocean surfaces are warming, and greenhouse gases are entering the atmosphere. Just ignore that. I'm here with former climatologist Neil Lumbuller. Neil, what do you have to say about the recent videos that have surfaced online about climate change?
Well, climate, by definition, is the long-term average of weather over many years. One cold season has little to do with overall climate. It is when those cold or warm years become more regular that we actually start to see a climate change.
So you're telling me this cold weekend here in New York is not going to make climate change go away?
That is true.
Aha.
We're having a hard time understanding how global warming alarmists are still trying to push their radical position.
Global warming, a phrase we're all familiar with. I think it's going to die this year, given the kind of incredible cold weather we've had this week.
So, if I'm hearing you correctly, global warming doesn't just die after one cold weekend in New York or one hot weekend in California?
Again, that is true.
I see. Let's hear what another expert, Jim Inhofe, chairman of the U.S. Senate Committee on Environment, has to say about global warming.
In case we have forgotten, because we keep hearing that 2014 has been the warmest year on record, I asked the chair, you know what this is? It's a snowball. And that's just from outside here. So it's very, very cold out, very unseasonal. So here, Mr. President, catch this.
Let's give it up for Jim Inhofe, the man who brought a snowball to our Congress meeting. Remember, this is the man that leads our country in environmental issues. It seems that in today's society, everybody that denies man-made global warming is not a scientist. So why are they talking about it?
I'm not a scientist, nor am I a physicist.
I'm not qualified to debate the science over climate change.
I'm not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist. What I have said repeatedly is I'm not a scientist.
They all have the same message. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Let's see what KFI Radio has to say about global warming.
And I don't care if it's 92 or 95 or 98% of scientists who think, global warming is real. After 15 years of no increase in the temperatures, they're all wrong, okay?
So when the world had its 20 warmest years since 1981, NASA was wrong. Or they were wrong when they recorded that the 10 warmest years happened in the past 12 years. They were also wrong. And they were wrong when the average temp increased by 0.48 per decade since the 70s. They were wrong again. Or I guess they just forgot to do any research at all.
You go back a few thousand years and 100% of the people would think that, the fire god was flying in a chariot across the sky. Everybody believed it at the time. They're wrong. This is just another religion.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I was just reading my holy book of climate change, which I recently checked out from the Library of Bullshit. If climate change is a religion, then the Kardashians actually have talent. So I guess the people at the radio station are friends with the people that work at primarywater.org. Let's take a look at their slogan. They strongly believe we are not in a drought, so I guess the national and state reforms are just for shits and giggles. Please just take a look at this picture and tell me there's no drought. You don't need people's opinions on a fact. The facts are that global temperatures are rising. Heat waves are becoming more common. Glaciers are melting and ecosystems are deteriorating. Of course, no climate change report would be complete without a picture of a lone polar bear on a floating piece of ice. Asking if climate change exists is like asking which number is bigger, 200 or 1? Or what planet do we live on? And are there fish? The debate about global warming should not be whether it exists, but what we should do about it.
So let's go over to our local high school, Maria Carrillo, and see what our students have to say about this topic. So what are you doing to reduce the effects of global warming?
Well, recently I cut down my shower time by 10 whole minutes. Yeah, now they're only 30 minutes instead of 40.
See, it's the little things that make a difference.
Can someone please tell me what she does in those 30 minutes? I mean, really. 30 minutes is a goddamn long time. Thank you for watching today's episode of the Dunbar Daily Show. Remember to do your part in saving the environment.